hour long episode, and then realistically you're like, okay, now what do I do? So we're going to actually fix that. We're going to get you on the order flow train, okay? Because it's seeming to be blowing up at the moment, which is quite. I expected it, right? Like when you have like all these other guys teaching like patterns and all that other sort of. This is the real gold, okay? This is the good stuff. So order flow. Look at the strength of buyers, sellers, given, okay? So I actually got this level already set up because this is like take 3 of this episode already. For it, my footage got cut off. It's a long one, but realistically, okay. So what we're looking at is how buyers or sellers are performing around a level. Okay, it could be anything, right? But we like the way we treat it over here is we look at a level. Okay, let's just say it's 3373.3. And what we will do is determine whether buyers have strength, sellers have strength. Are they getting absorbed? Are they imbalanced, right? There's a bunch of things we could look at, right? Are they trapped? It could be a bunch of things, right? But what we're looking at is mainly just this footprint chart, okay? So you can see here, I actually have a bunch of charts, okay? Like up here, right? This was, I remember calling this to a bunch of guys over in the Discord. And you can see here, we actually had this huge imbalance, okay? Not to be mixed up with fair value gaps. They're a whole different thing, right? They're a pattern, whereas this here is actual orders being imbalanced, okay? Which means usually it's going to be about 3 to 4 times the difference, okay? So if there's 1 buy order, there's 4 sell orders, okay? That's really, the gist of imbalances. Hello everyone, welcome to the Fosterman's live stream. I'm still testing out this OBS settings. It's unbelievable. Sometimes it lags, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure I have got it sorted. So, we're going to look at ES, GC, NQ. Let me know in the chat if there is any lag or if there's any problems. Hopefully not, okay? I've been going back and forth trying to fix this. It looks pretty decent to me. But obviously, as the comments come in, we will see. Big Joshua Robs in the comments already. Nice one, nice one, nice one. So this is going to be a 3-hour stream, I'm pretty sure. 3 hours. We're going to go over London session, some levels, see if we can find some trades. Got the funded account loaded up, ready to go. So this will be fun. This will be fun. Yeah, not too many reactions yet from this potential play, unfortunately, but it happens. Okay, it happens. Let me stick on some music. I'm gonna stick on some tunes. So I'm pretty sure you guys cannot hear this, which is good because I will get copyright striked. But yeah, so realistically we got decent move down, right? We had this nice gap on gold, which was actually pretty insane, right? If you think about it, that gap up and then the gap down, right? But that's nice. That's nice. We got it nice and filled. It's nice and clean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the stream's going well. Keep me updated, keep me posted if it's being a little bit sus. But yeah, we got decent levels. Okay. Here we're kind of getting ready to pop. I'm pretty sure. I'm just looking at this, right? Let's just see. Yeah, a lot of volume's coming in right now. So we're getting ready to pop. Hopefully we pop up so we can pop right back down. Yeah, usually will happen, to be fair. But yeah, gold has been my baby for a while. I love it. So you know what? I'm pretty sure the stream's going decent. I haven't got any warning messages anyway, so happy enough. I won't know until we look back on this and we see. But yeah, so far it's looking decent, guys. It's looking decent. go check it out on my phone as well, just to be sure of it, you know. Let's be sure. I don't think watching it on like all platforms is going to help the Wi-Fi connection either. Oh yeah, that's actually good. That's actually good. What do you guys think though? Stream looks good. Fire, fire. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, it actually looks so good on the phone, like what you guys can see. But I can actually see what the numbers are on the phone. So thank flip. Okay, okay. Let's get the sauce going here. So I've got that. I should probably like close every single one of my tabs because I've got like a million tabs open right now. I'm on my iPhone now, checking. It looks classy. Yes, nice, nice, nice. Thank you. Yeah, there was a little bit of susness going on there when the stream started and stuff. Obviously, when the stream starts, we've got episode 1 playing. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna try to do this without. Actually, I'm not. I'm not even gonna mess with this now. But yeah, so far this is gold's kind of hovering around here, right? We're making new lows, and oh yeah, the chat on stream, I can't actually see that. Oh yeah, bit laggy before, but it fixed itself. True, I forgot I actually put that on. Yo, the chat is on screen. Yo, that's actually sick. Yo, that's actually clean. That's actually clean. W's in the chat. Everyone spam W Josh, W Josh in the chat. Yes. That's what we like to see. Yeah, realistically trying to get these plays done out. W's. Right, okay. Botrix is doing his thing. I'm pretty sure I hid like Botrix stuff. So we'll see how that goes. You can custom emotes for chat. Yeah, that is right actually. I'm gonna have to do that. Get some custom. Hello sir, hello many-eyed. Right now we're waiting on gold to actually break up and do something. We've got we're actually making new lows and lower highs, right? You can see this value area is kind of getting swung around at the moment, so it's not bad, but it's just not great. So hopefully it kind of fixes itself into something that's actually manageable, decent. I'm trying to actually let me move that up. Right, so that should actually be, the chat should be away from my head now. So let me know if it is, and keep me updated on that. But yeah, we're at the top of the value right now. Let's see what we're gonna do. Obviously, looking at this, okay, we see there's quite a lot of buyers coming in with lots of buying imbalances. Okay, usually we get this little pop off, break these highs. New York initial balance high from yesterday or the day before. TikTok live, yeah. You know what? I actually should go live on TikTok right now. That would actually help a lot. To be fair, I need to actually set that up. I'll set that up later. I'll definitely go live on TikTok tomorrow. I might go live later actually. We'll test this out for like an hour, see how it performs and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully it goes well. Can you hear the music? Or is there like any sort of, is it just like background noise? from like my house. But yeah, we're still hovering around here. Yeah, TikTok stream key. Because I'm not on Windows, I actually can't get the stream key. But there was a way where you can go on the GitHub, and it has like a repository. On my phone, can't really hear music, but on PC, kinda. Oh crap! I don't want to get copyrighted. Let me see. I don't know. Is it this one? Let me know if you can hear it now. At all. If you can hear anything. Oh, it could actually be from the other room. Because I have music on in the other room. Oh well. Might have been mine, but nothing on phone. If it's trance, then it's mine for sure. I've got trance playing in the eardrums right now. But yeah, the sun is glaring. The sun is so strong right now. My back is burning. You know, that's the only con of having the freaking, you know, 32-story penthouse apartment. You get a bit of sun on the back. Yeah, there's that breakup. Just about to break these highs, right? Yeah, clip that, chat. Clip that. Put that on the YouTube. My webcam is legit just pure white from the sun. Yeah. You can, if we can get like a nice, secondhand phone. MacBook cam is so good. Thanks, bro. But yeah, so if we can get a nice little like Android phone camera or something, you know, you can literally hook it up to your like somewhere and then do multicam on OBS. I'm pretty sure Atom enables it as well. I'm not sure, but I seen it on Streamlabs last night, and I was going to use Streamlabs, and then I just looked at how much effort I had to put in, and it wasn't even worth it at that point. You know, for like, you know, I'll wait. Eventually, I'll use it, right? But yeah, on TikTok I can't go live because of they don't offer it on the MacBook, the TikTok Live Studio. It's so stupid, like. So obviously just waiting, but there is a way around it, right? Like you could swerve around it and stuff like that. So we will be live on TikTok very, very, very soon. Yeah, Adam's doing his thing, man. Botrix is doing his thing as well. Discord.gg/Fossrooms for the giveaways. Hell yeah. For the stream, oh damn, yeah, I forgot the live studio. Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it? Like the live studio. But OBS, it actually seems dead on. Like, obviously Streamlabs just for all the rest of the perks that you can get. Like, see if someone subs or likes or comments or stuff like that, like it'll pop up on the screen. You know, I could you could definitely do it with OBS, right? It's just effort, like going through all that sort of stuff. Like Streamlabs literally has just a custom source you could put up, whereas OBS you have to, you know, jump through a couple more hoops to actually do the alerts, and then you have to custom do every single alert. So like, you know, and it doesn't do multi-stream. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The stream is looking really clean. Always in the chat. Always in the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Damn, that Botrix is actually going at it. I might have to set up a couple new ones for like potential plays or something on the Botrix. But yeah, we got that breakup, broke the highs. I usually see that, right? W's on these lives. Yes, sir. London session trading, baby. Yeah, we'll get the TikToks and all uploaded. Because it is W's. I'm telling you, I had kiwi this morning, and I actually am not myself without the kiwi. So I need to, you know, I haven't had kiwi in like 2 or 3 days. It's supposed to be a power fruit. Power fruit? I don't even know, but apparently it is. Yeah, so just seeing this live again just to make sure. Hey. I should, yeah. Josh, if you can see if there's any what do you call that, like streaming music, you know what I mean? But like decent streaming music, like techno or something, like, cause it, like I said, I kind of got a few plans on like how I'm gonna, get it, but like I don't want to be sitting here paying like £100 for freaking stream beats, you know, like crappy old music. Like I want actually decent music where people could vibe to it, like techno trance. That's sort of my thing. Um, there is a few tests, right? Like I see people, what they'll do is they'll get a playlist uploaded to YouTube, um, but like change the tempo or whatever before they upload it, and then they'll upload it on like a bot account, and then they'll see if it like gets copyright striked, and if it does, then they know not to use it, and they know exactly where it was, where it got copyright striked, and then they just remove that, and then that's how they like figure that out. But I've yet to do it. But boy, oh boy, is this sunning! It is really hot. Like, what degrees are we today in Asia? We're 31 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is for you Americans, man. Probably like, I don't know, like 70, 80, 90. Yeah, Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, man. Still hovering around this range, right? Um, it's not looking good. It's not looking good around this range. Again, I thought we would have broke those highs, so, make sure you guys clip that, put it in the stream, and then we could probably get some decent trades going on here. Of course, though, I'm going to add a few more little things to the stream, right, just to make it a little bit nicer. I'm pretty sure this is where the chat is over here, so I kind of just leave this open white in the background because it just looks fire. But if I put this on, let me see, just to see what it's like. Yeah, it's a wee bit messy. So I'll probably just leave like the object tree on because it's like sound. You know what I mean? And the new chats are at the bottom anyway, so that's kind of chill. But yeah, let me just double check this. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, everything looks really clean. As long as these guys can tell what the levels are and stuff like that, that's cool. That's W's for sure. Yeah, the stream's looking decent. Like, it is looking pretty decent. No lag and nothing. So I had to change a couple settings. There we are hovering around this POC, right? This is where the most volume is. I would expect, if we're going to get a burst up, it's going to probably be around this POC. So or a burst down, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. But whenever we bust, we're kind of looking at a big pop off, and usually that'll happen around the POC. Because that's where the most orders are, right? So, that's people getting out of break even, so on and so forth. There's this bust up around this POC. Again, make sure you guys tune into the lives every single day, because we're going to be going live every day, which is good. We want to be going live and taking some trades for you guys. But boy, oh boy, am I burning up right now. I am burning up. Okay. So this is decent. Let's a little move around here. Let me just see if yeah, let's go. Dun. Okay. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. All right, let's hope we get some decent trades around here, because this is unbelievable now. Again, this action around this POC is sus, man. It's so sus. Win on these Londoners to step in right now. We've got 6.4 points so far in the London session. In the London. So it's not, that's not actually too bad, right? But when we're ranging around these 6.4 points, it's like a little bit. It's not the best. Right, let's see, man. Let's see. I suppose we can just go do. Might as well just go do ES right now, since and there we go. That's why we switch. We switch up. Switching up on my day ones. Poor gold, man. Poor gold. Okay. Let's see. Let's get everything off here. Right. Let's get these ranges done. So obviously ES, you got that huge sussy boy range. Again, we just tapped it and left, so it just goes to show why the sort of ranges aren't the best. We already went through this one. This one's already been went through, except this, right? Like, we have this one up here. Let's get this refined a little bit. Seeing where those volume is, right? Let's actually, let's turn on the 50 again. Because there's going to be an average of the average. And this is what we're trying to find, right? Where the average trader is entering, so we can take all his money. Let's see, right down here. That's decent, that's decent. Oh yeah. My back just got instantly cold. There must be a big ass cloud right behind me. Okay, we're doing ES for you guys. Tuning in. Again, that was already round 3. Okay. Alright. So let's get this in. Let's get this in a folder, man. Okay. Let's do 30 min. So let me just pull from here. Let's see. A decent amount of volume up around here. Yeah, that could be nice. Not gonna lie, ES is actually really, it's got some good ass plays here. Like, yeah, we've already been through them. That's the thing, right? Like these levels, you have to really get them fast because, you know, if you get them too slow, you lose. Right. Now let's see these naked dailies. Let's see these dailies, man. Nothing for like freaking 200, 300 points. Weekly, pretty close. These ones are way down here, and they're just as far as those dailies. Naked weekly. I actually forgot to mark these as dailies. Okay. And let's see the monthlies. W's. Okay, these monthlies are far, far away. So I wouldn't really worry about these. So not bad, a couple levels, right? There's definitely a couple there. Okay, and let's see if we got any sash. Whoa! Okay, this is gonna be money, man. This is money. I'm doing these levels live for you guys. And these are, if you guys are wondering, these are naked deal or naked session POCs. Okay. For all you guys wondering. And the blue ones are New York. That's why I'm hyped. Because New York, you know, if we're going by gold standards, New York will usually give a reaction. Asia, though, has been just phenomenal the last couple of days. You can see here this London one was pretty crazy. This New York one, there must have been a lot of orders pushing price up. So, like, if we didn't hit that, right, this shows us the point of control where the most volume was for that session. But maybe for that day, or even that, you know, the last 3 days, right? A level like this is just, you know, let's see, actually, just the, yeah, like, see when you got something like that going on, right? And if I just mark it here like that, see when you have something like this going on, right? This'll usually keep the orders up. I'm not saying these New York ones are bad. These are probably the most pure orders there are right now. So let's see. Oh. Okay. And let's go back to nothing on the chart. Let me go back over to gold really quick and just copy this. Copy this level out. This is W's. Yes, that's what it is. That's right. Why does gold look way cleaner? let's rename this first. Yeah, that looks really good. Let me go in the gold. We'll get these. We'll rename this, copy it, paste it over here. So let me just do a random drawing. Rename. Okay, and let's find these potential plays. Okay. So we got naked sessions. Let me see. So these we'll put these 5s up here, and that's the order we're gonna have it in. Of course, we will get a bunch of stuff going on here. Wow. Okay, let's go. Right. So the 5 min and the 30 min. Okay, we're starting to move up, guys. We're starting to move up. Okay. This is pretty chill. Right. Bang, bang, bang. Let's see. So we've got these ranges again, like this previous day value very low. We'll mark it out. Previous day value area low. Actually, even though we'll work with range POC on the 5 min. And then we've got previous day value area low, right? On the previous day view up. We just put a minus next to it because then you know, right? So if you put a plus next to it, if it's it's the plus standard deviation, or a minus if it's the minus. You guys already know that though, right? Come on now. It's common knowledge. What do you call that guy? Joshua Block. That's what I sounded like there. Right. Let's put that in there. Right. Oh wow. Double whammy up here, right? So we'll range POC on the 5 min. I just like to keep myself clean as well, so I know, like, that's why I write all these out. Just so I know, like, okay, this is what this level is. Oh no, didn't mean to do it. There we go. What? Boom. There we go. Right. So, and then we got these, let me go into this chart. So you can see it's a wee bit cleaner, right? Like the lines aren't as harsh and so on. So, yep. Potential plays is 6,090 and 6,007.5, but I would just classify that as 6,008. You know, but you get some sort of you know, a little bit of wiggle room obviously around these levels. That's the whole point of the footprint chart. Okay, so there's the levels for here. Let's just paste them over here. Let me get that moved over. And what is it like over here? Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so obviously monitoring in the time. We already know there's no 5 minutes behind us anyway, right? And there's only that one down there. So we just like turn them on and off whenever. There's none to the upside for a while until we get that range POC, so that's fine. The sun's out. That means I am sweating again. So, you know, it's not bad, right? Could be worse. Could be no sun out. Right, kind of just seeing how we're going to react to these levels. Again, we just tested that initial bounce high. So let me just set these alerts. And let me set one up here. Okay, that's really the alerts I kind of want to see. Let's go over to gold. And we'll see these alerts. So, you know, gold, we're still just ranging around these levels. I will kind of wait until we break out of there. But yeah, ES is breaking up right now, which is nice. Let me see about these trades. Let me see about these trades. The potential play thumbnails is unreal, by the way, bro. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. I you know what? I did try. I actually did try. So like if you, I'll show you later. I'll show you later how many iterations I went through. You wouldn't believe. But that's I like going back to that saying. If you were only like 30, like let's say 30, you know, problems until the solution, how many times like would you go and try to get those 30 problems until you got the solution? And I agree with that. Obviously, it's harder because you don't know how many problems you have to line up. But in my case, I think honestly it was about 100, at least 100 thumbnails I went through, and until I got that one, literally 100, until I felt like I actually liked it. You know what I mean? And that the audience would kind of see it and be like, "Oh, that's cool." The live thumbnails are a little bit cool. I don't think they're as good as the potential play ones, but yeah, the potential play ones is cool. So thanks. W's, yeah, for real, 100% Chris saying the face and pick. Oh, it's just so flush compared. Yeah, it is very flush, right? Like, you know, it's hard to make something with the white background and all that sort of stuff actually good. Like that, you know, with a black background, you literally just have to add like I don't know a gradient and a couple colors, and you're literally got a banger thumbnail. I actually have one for the Fostermans or no Ronin After Hours. So that's what I'm saying is like we'll see what the crack is later. Maybe go and get some video footage recorded and stuff because you know I need that YouTube stuff done ASAP, like legit ASAP. I've got a decent thumbnail for Ronin After Hours. It's got like the city background, all sick. Like, I'll show you later. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vlog for sure. So yeah, it'll be like a vlog, right? Where just kind of like day in the life sort of vibe. I do need a mic though. That's the only thing. Like, I actually need a mic. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out where I could buy one of them. Um, the mic is cool though. What do you call them? Not a Shure mic, but like the other one. And construction's going on in the apartment beside me. Gonna go live for nighttime. Need a good mic. My AirPods aren't working for it. Damn. See, the mic I'm using right now isn't actually my AirPods. It's my earpods. They're the wired ones. I think that the mic's actually sweet. To be fair, like I was looking at it earlier. Kind of like cancels out a bit of noise and stuff as well. But yeah, the construction, bro. I was sitting there earlier, woke up, and all you hear is just drilling into the side. It literally sounded like they were drilling a hole right through the roof of, for me. I said, "What the hell?" But like in my building, you're like dogs, So someone like just down the hall has a dog, and it's crazy. Like, but they're on this floor. There's a house that door is open. It hasn't closed yet. So since we've been here, someone has literally like went on holiday, left their door open, hasn't closed it. So you can literally, I don't even know. It's pretty crazy. Like, yeah, it's fine. Seeing the drilling beside my PC. I do. It is crazy. Like, I actually don't know what they're doing half the time. But yeah, I actually do. I was in that building like a week ago, and it has some pretty hideous sounds like coming from every single wall. But it's not too bad, right? Like, it kind of fizzles out after 5. They have to, so they do. Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's like a legal requirement.
Mm.
Oh, what did we just hit? GC1. Finally, the breakup on the GC1. I knew it was a breakup before I even seen. Oh crap! I forgot I'm watching my own live. Not bad with the time difference to go live after 5 as well. Hit New York session. Yeah, exactly. That is kind of my plan as well. Is like go live between now and 5 for London. Probably around, what time does New York session start? Realistically around 7. 7, that would be, set when it starts. If you start an hour before, you're kind of like already locked and loaded. So that's actually pretty decent. But yeah, I probably start around 6, half 6. Um, yeah, actually after dinner, that's actually a good plan because it means that I don't have to sit there and go after. But we'll test it out, right? Like, I just want the nighttime backdrop. I think it'll look sick, especially with that plasma. The size of that window, I could, the windows are huge. I can't even reach the top of them. Like, even if I stood on a chair, I couldn't reach the top. It's crazy. Right, we hit that level. We got negative delta coming in. Still going to move up though. Some delta divergences right now. We have a couple sell imbalances, right? Just not far up, and then we've got that VWAP not far up as well. Okay, some buying imbalances and not really going anywhere. I need to actually get there's like a free stream deck you can get, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna get that like on your phone, so it means that I could literally just you know, clip what I need to clip because this trade is looking pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. And there's still a lot of CBDs kind of gnarly right now. We're hitting all these buying imbalances. So we'll see how this works. But very rarely do we get an exact tick. You could easily scalp like 2 or 3, 4, 5 ticks. If you're going in with heavy size, like that's like $300, $400 per tick. So it is kind of nice. Yeah, we're getting this breakdown now. It looks like just kind of waiting until we like smash down through here. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. That is nice. A lot of selling delta coming in, right? And we're actually getting some follow through with it. Again, selling imbalances. We got quite a bit sitting here, so let's get this. Oh. Right, this is the only thing, right? Is like entering around here. Oh, yo, double whammy. Entering around here is a little bit sus, right? I would kind of wait. A new 5 minute just opened. This 3 minute is opening in another 2-1 new candle. Okay. Yeah. So at least target down to here, right? And let's just see, where we want to go break even. Okay, a lot of volume's coming in right now, so this is a wee bit risky, right? That a lot of volume's coming in. We want a lot of volume come in and then just shoot down, not a lot of volume to come in and then just hover. So yeah, it's not the greatest. Right, so we just retap that level. We're seeing a lot of buying imbalances. So let's see. So again, because we could hover around this level for a bit, there's no point in entering, but it's going to look somewhere like this, right? You're going to want to get your entry around here. Again, kind of just waiting until we see a lot of, see, there's a lot of volume coming in. So we kind of want that instant, drive down. Again, we're still hovering around here, so we're not really too concerned with getting in yet. Kind of just waiting on that confirmation, right? Yeah, so we tested that little imbalance right there. Pretty much came down to the POC to the tick. If you were entering off a little scalp there, that would have been like first TP for sure. Definitely break even, if not. But yeah, we're kind of hovering around here, so we'll continue just waiting. And we can wait on this entry. Yeah, top step accounts are literally like $50, 30 quid. So I feel like that's just a bargain, isn't it? Okay, there's ES on the break. Okay, this is a nice time to enter. So if you're gonna enter, I would enter now. And we'll see where this turns out. ES has just hit a level as well, so let's see where this ends up. Right, we just hit that naked New York POC. We just filled all them, so let's get in. Come on. Let's monitor this Delta. Okay, so Delta's still looking decent. Yeah, okay, so we just got that so that's us break even. Okay. So let's just kind of wait on this coming in, right? By the way, I don't like giving my actual entries, take profits, and stop losses on here, right? But just because I don't want you guys copying, trading, and shit. But I think, yeah, that was a good stop loss, right? To break even there. That entry was decent up here, right? There was a little bit of blank orders up here, so entering when we just came up and filled them was a decent entry. You kind of want to see sellers start turning aggressive right now. So we'll see, but obviously coming into these buying imbalances isn't the best sign, is it? So let's see where this trade takes us. Okay. Let's see what we're doing around this entry. Okay, so we filled that one singular imbalance just right here. We do have 3 more down here. You know, the entry was decent enough, okay? I'd say most of you guys probably entered around here, which makes sense. Because that's when the breakdown would have actually happened. So that's decent, that's decent. But obviously going into, you know, coming out of London. Okay, let's see. So this is, if you go here like this. Right, you can see where the most volume is, right? So it kind of just makes sense to have your stop loss just up and around that area, okay? At least a break even, okay? Like this, I just put this here. You don't have to have this here, I just put it here. But at least have like some sort of break even. We went break even on that trade once that gap was just filled out. We just hit that buying balance. So let's see what we do with this now. How's ES doing? Okay, so ES is actually getting that rejection off of the New York POC as well. Again, it yeah. So that little boost up to here to fill that would have been a good entry right there. You know, stop loss is decent. Stop loss is decent. Kind of just waiting on some form of action to happen. Right, so let's wait and see what's going on. This might just be a break-even trade. How's ES going? Again, kind of just wait until we hit these key levels. So that we edge right here is holding us down, but we'll see for how long, right? We'll see. Obviously, all these orders up here, you know, the CVD moving sideways. What? Why is that up there? What? I must have moved that there by accident. So yeah, the CVD moving sideways is kind of, you know, not naughty. I don't really like that, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, the sell imbalance is really holding us down here. Not gonna lie, like that's huge sell imbalance is kind of holding us down. But once we fill that, it'll be up around this POC. So you guys be careful about that. You know, if you got your stop loss to break even. Still not bad trade if you you know, TP1 and break even on it already. is ES doing? Boy. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got delta divergences on both of the candles right now. Okay, so you can see here that it's a down candle, but we got 5. We could switch up here, and then we got an up candle, but 3. So 3 negative. So that's okay, and these POCs right here. Yeah, if I were you guys, I would. This is an uncommon play right now, like where something like that. Always remember, put your stop loss where it makes sense, not just something arbitrary. Okay, I only put it here just for you guys, but that does not, like, because we already break even on this trade, right? Like, it makes more sense to have your stop loss maybe a little bit tighter, right? If you're going through, like, if you take a percentage based risk approach, right, it makes sense to have a tighter stop loss because you'll actually make a lot more money. It still makes sense for me as well, like, but yeah, I would say have a conservative stop loss, but not like super tight. Okay, you want it to breathe. Up here is a little bit too much breathing. Okay, so like somewhere around depending, it really depends where you entered. Okay, I don't know where you guys entered, but it really depends where you guys enter. Again, this level, what the heck? This level, by the way, is just the top. So you can see here this imbalance right here. Okay, there's that push up. Let's see. We're kind of waiting until we hit this POC, and then this will be. This is where we're looking for something to happen. Okay, I always like to have a little bit of a tick or two wiggle room, so that kind of makes sense. So you could have an average entry of like one tick below, right on the 4th, and then one tick above on the 5th. You could have, if you're entering with 3 contracts, right? So that's not a bad play at all. Whoa, right? We just busted up right now. Okay, look at all that. Look at all that buying volume. Okay, so that's what you want to be wary of, is the buying volume in itself. Obviously, we have another minute until the 5-minute close. So, seeing where we close around this, but again, hovering around these sort of levels. No buying imbalances though, so that's not. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. Okay, new 5-minute open. Closing just on that level, okay. Okay, we can actually remove these now. Okay, so still hovering around this POC. Sellers are trying, man. Sellers are trying. Let's see if they'll get what they want. What's the S looking like? Alright, nearly at TP for ES. Yeah, this is actually looking good. With her. Let's see, yes. Alright. Yeah, we've just tested that there. So what we don't want right now, we're looking for this level to break. What we don't want is just going up from here. And that's a clear sign. So that's the level right there. Okay, hovering around this level that long is pretty crazy. Like, where is the interest right now? So, yes, we are nearly a point. Alright, so that new 5-minute open is super sus, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so retesting that London POC. You know, it is a wee bit, because this is pretty much London POC, by the way. You know, kind of waiting until that shift happened is actually a better play. So yeah, I'd be you know, bringing past this imbalance, by the way, because I was holding us a bit. Bringing past that is nice. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, so bringing past that POC as well is kind of nice, but getting bought right back up. Again, this Delta's, you know, I don't like the look of it, man. So kind of just waiting until something happens would be nice. You know, so if you guys entered on one tick below, so that would literally be right here. You would have got 6 ticks in drawdown so far. So yeah, we're kind of waiting on that. Let's just put this here like this. And this is what pretty much everyone's waiting on, right? Is this entry right here? Let me just make this cleaner for you guys. I say more than not, you all got in on that POC, so. Okay, that's kind of what you're waiting for, right? It's like those sort of setups, so obviously we have that in the WAP. But like, you know, the instant tap and then, you know, so usually around like uncertainty, or illiquid, right? So like obviously London isn't going to be as liquid as New York, right? So usually around them times, especially on a Monday, what'll happen is we'll hit our level, come back down, retest the POC, and then move down from here. You know, just to get that extra liquidity, right? Like this is what we're gearing up right now to take a lot of people's orders. You know, tricking people in. Obviously this triangle pattern is sort of coming in here, right? You know, that's why I actually have this marked. It's simply because you'll see that more times than not, right? But kind of just waiting on that breakdown of like this area. And if we just go volume profile, you can see where the value area is right now. But yeah, so kind of just waiting until we break that value area to really see some form of niceness. We just tested that POC right there. Again, we could easily come back up, so let's just look at this. Yeah, that's kind of... it's alright, it's alright, like... Right, we're seeing some buying imbalances coming in. So again, we're waiting on... Yeah, see that there? That's... So we're about to test... Let's see... We'll pull this full range here. So we're just testing this POC right here. It's a little bit hard for you guys to see, but this is like the little pink line right here. This is just London's POC. So yeah, I could remove half these drawings just to clean it up a little bit. We don't need this and this, but we do have these buying imbalances, right? So that's why we TP. Okay, this is why we TP. Okay, so we're testing this area right here. A lot of buying imbalances, a lot of buying imbalances. Okay, we do what the market is telling us, right? So the market is telling us right now, what is it telling? There's a lot of buying imbalances. There's a lot of buys coming in. We're finding it hard to break above this level. Okay, it's getting lower and lower, but this could be the pop off. Okay, TP1 was pretty easy and clean, right? You're just TPing right here. Okay, taking some points out of the market, so getting that entry from up here, right? So you can see right here, this is where the entry was, and TPing. Oh, whoops. TPing just around here where this POC was, so you can actually see that there was a lot of volume coming in. So that's where it makes sense, right? Is scraping. How much did scraping? I took higher. So scraping a point off the market, right? Which is decent, right? If you're playing with decent size, that's a decent trade. So taking that off the market, and then knowing like it's gonna break a little bit. So that's the reason we do that, right? But we'll see. So again, okay, so we got CVD divergences, which is nice. Okay, sellers are present. Let's see. Obviously, waiting until we got a decent move. But like I said, the wiggle room here is decent because of that TP1. Okay, so that's all that matters, right? Is having a bit of wiggle room. But like, it's a pretty easy like open shot trade, really. Okay, so that POC was just top there now. I see, just a simple it's a simple read, right? Buyers coming in, buying imbalances. You can see here all these buying imbalances, right? I would say more than likely we're going to fill these sell imbalances now that that's showing. Okay, so you can see like CVD breaking up, CVD breaking up. So realistically, you're just waiting on a decent read to come in. But yeah, that wasn't bad like that. Just that quick like scalp. But again, like we're not going for like crazy high trades, Just quick scalp in and out, order to orders, which is just right here, right? So I'll show you guys again just to show you. Right, so what you're doing around these sort of levels is you got this level that got hit right up here. We came down, broke down, came back up. What do? We enter a short, right? Until we get to here. Then what do? We enter right in here, right? So that is a simple trade, okay? You're looking at a point because you always front run. So take a point, and then just that's it. Then we wait. Okay, but this hovering around this level is like, you know, so dirty. It's not my favorite. It is not my favorite for sure. Not bad, not bad. Right, so you already see that we kind of hit that imbalance there. Okay, so like I was saying, just come up, hit that imbalance. Still hovering around this level. Again, it's not bad. It's not bad like hovering around these levels, but like I say, taking profit really quick is key when it comes to order flow. Okay, that breakdown's happening now. Let's just pull this profile and see where we're at. Right, so there's that breakdown right now. Again, really, really nice. But we're still waiting on more volume to come in, which it's you know, gearing up for right now. Just you know, you can see here, right? They're not closing below. If we get down below this level and close, that's really nice. For all you guys still in this trade. But again, you have to be careful, right? You have to be you have to know when to get in, when to get out, all that good stuff. Nice, nice, nice. Again, kind of just hovering around this level. This is where, you know, a lot of buyers are. You can already tell, right? So you can see here. Just this little area right here. A lot of buyers. So breaking past this and closing is what we want to see for like to hold on to the trade. But these little, you know, quick TPs, having a little bit of drawdown, that's normal, like, right? I don't know if we're going to get it, guys. I don't know if we're going to break it down and close. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait. But again, we're just gearing up for a decent move here. Yeah, you can already see here, right, that because of this all this buying down here. So I'll just run this past. You can see on this delta profile all the buying coming in at these lows. So it's just being clear of this, being clear of the value area and stuff. But you know, knowing where all these orders kind of lie makes sense, right? Got 45 seconds until it's kind of close. So let's see where this goes. Again, just hovering around this value area. Phew. Just tap that POC. Let's go, let's go. Let's try to get some action here, man. We're just looking something, right? Like, at this point, we're just looking some sort of break to the upside or downside. We don't really care. Just for that retest. I'd say most of you guys already got what you wanted from that trade. Trying to get this see, we haven't had a close below yet. Still hovering around this value. So we are. Again, still hovering around this value area. Again, we were just hovering around here for how long? That was an hour, and then around here for about an hour. So again, we've hit this level, this potential play. Just waiting on some form of break outside of this value area. You can see that is predominantly sells. You know, not crazy. Right, so we swept all them imbalances. last three candles, we've been getting volume coming in lower and lower and lower. But you know, it gets bought up every single time. Yeah, I would say that quick short scalp wasn't too bad, but like waiting on some form of like higher plays is not bad here either. Again, you know, if we're hovering around the value area, then it kind of makes sense to hold off and wait on a trade. Again, hitting the highs of these values. You know, waiting on a good setup is what you should be doing anyway. But if you're trading the lows and highs of this value, you're very profitable. Right. Let's see what we're doing. Let's see what we're doing. So we're just still hovering around here. Looks like we're breaking up. Just filled all those sell imbalances, bar these two couple up here. Sheesh. Oh, there's that breakup we wanted, guys. That is what we like to see. Some action in here. Okay. Right, so we just swept pretty much every single imbalance that we would really need to sweep. We've got a bunch up here, like, but and we fit that VWAP that I was talking about earlier. How's ES doing? So ES has been hovering around as well. Just kind of hovering. Typical Monday. Typical Monday. Ooh la la. Kind of just waiting around, checking these orders out. So a lot of buys coming in. Okay, and CBD shows that. Let's see, yes. guys probably could have took a scalp off that VWAP if that was in your plan. Not mine. Like I wouldn't really be looking to take a trade off that. Okay, so you guys could have took that scalp really quick off that previous day VWAP plus that VWAP, but I wouldn't have. There's too much buy volume coming in. I don't really like that, Yeah, that's why I didn't take that scalp. It just isn't nice, right? Compared to that, like, you know, I suppose I can't see where you guys would have came from taking that, but it's just a quick scalp like this, just up and down real quick. It's nice for a short. Um, but like I say, you want to be in and out when it comes to this sort of order flow type trade. We're not holding for ages. I feel like there's less of an advantage when you hold for longer, right? Like anything could happen, especially nowadays. Um, when it comes to stuff with you know DT and Iran and also. I was kind of hoping that long we would have came down here and just hit this for a long up, but it ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. Mm-mm. What's up, guys? Welcome to a performance production video. This one is going to go over everything you need to know about the footprint chart, volume footprint chart, everything pretty much you need to know about the order flow sort of side of things that we do over here. So this is going to be a quick series. It's going to be 8 parts, but those 8-part series is going to be some of the best information you can find. It's going to be actionable. Okay, that's the difference between some of these other guys, right? They'll give you an hour-long episode, and then realistically, you're like, okay, now what do I do? So we're going to actually fix that. We're going to get you on the order flow tree because it's seeming to be blowing up at the moment, which is quite. I expected it, right? Like you have like guys teaching like patterns and all that other sort of stuff. This is the real gold, okay? This is the good stuff. So, introduction. Order flow traders look at the strength of buyers or sellers at any given moment. What does this mean? Okay. Well, I'll take you over to the chart, okay, and I'll show you. So I actually got this level already set